Hey, what's up? Kris Krohn here. I'm in Japan with my family. I'm here for a couple of weeks. And one of the reasons why I can be here is because I enjoy a lot of passive income. It means that I worked once a long time ago, but I'm still getting paid today. And if more people would learn how to create passive income, they'd have a lot more freedom in their life. If you want more freedom in your life, then today I'm going to share with you 3 simple steps for creating passive income and lots of it. Check it out.
One shot, not a future before. Let's go.
All right, check it out. So I'm hanging in Japan with my peeps. I brought my 4 children, my wife, we brought 2 of our teachers. And today we are in Kanazawa and we're checking out this beautiful Japanese garden. This trip, when you look at it, the way that I travel, this trip costs over $100,000. That's more than most people make in 2 years. How can I afford to take a trip like that? Well, I want you to think of it a little bit differently. In the world of finance, most people, they save up money and then they spend it and then it's gone. What I do is I save up money, I invest it in things, and those things continue to give me money on an ongoing basis. And if I keep recycling all of my earnings into other things that pay me, then I don't have to work for that. It's called passive income. What is passive income? Passive income refers to money earned with minimal active effort or involvement on the part of the participant. Unlike active income, passive income continues to flow even when the person is not actively working on putting in any type of regular effort. When I buy a piece of real estate and I rent it out and someone else is paying my monthly mortgage and there's leftover money, that leftover money comes to me and it's passive. I don't have to work for it. The property manager manages that property. And that's why I've bought over 1,000 pieces of property that I own. Think of for a moment about a business where you don't have to put time into it. Someone else is managing it, someone else is growing it, someone else is running it. And yet, because it's profitable, there's leftover money. And on a regular basis, there's a distribution check cut to you out of that business. That would be another form of passive income. Now, there are several forms, and I'm going to talk about several of them. Instead of just like using my money to buy stuff, and it's like, look, I have a nicer car, I have a nicer house, I'm accumulating stuff, or I'm putting money away for retirement, 401ks and IRAs. I'm doing something different. I'm buying things that make me money so that between my active income and now my passive income, I have even more money. And then I can use that to go buy more investments. And eventually you have so many investments that are spinning off so much passive income that all of a sudden you become financially free. Okay, the first thing we want to establish is that there are different types of passive income. There's rental income. I talked about that, right? I use my money for a down payment on a piece of property. I rent it out. Their rent covers all the expenses, and all the leftover money is called a passive income, a positive income, and I get it every single month. Dividend income. Did you know that you can go on the stock exchange and buy certain companies that have a quarterly distribution? They're dividend paying stocks. And they don't necessarily pay out a ton of money, but some pay out at 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8% a year. And that one's really easy because once you buy it, you're done and you just collect a quarterly check. Here's a third one, royalties. Now, this is where you've used your skills to make something, intellectual property, for example. This could be writing a book. This could be music. This could be patents. This could be a business idea that you've licensed. And someone says, hey, you created this thing. And now every time I take that from you and use it and make money on it, I give you a portion of it. Affiliate marketing. This is earning commissions by promoting products or services. So you could build a product or a service and someone else could then sell it. And then it's like a royalty. You get a piece of it. And then the last one is an online business. And an online business is where you've developed some type of course or something that someone sells you get a piece of. But it could also mean, hey, I bought a franchise. I bought a physical business. Something that someone else is operating doesn't really take my time, but because I own it, all of the profits and leftover money, I get a piece of that. So there are these different types. And by the way, at the end of this video, I'm going to share with you some of my favorite ones that really require the least time, effort, energy. You just got to put a little bit of money into your savings so that you can buy these things so that they can keep paying you dividends for the rest of your life. So there's 3 different steps in building a passive income. And here comes the first one. You either need to save money or develop skills so that you can make something that other people can basically use and basically pay you royalties on. Now, between these two, I mean, obviously developing skills takes some time, but it's noteworthy that this is something that you can actually, in fact, do. For example, there are hundreds of free online courses. Even Harvard provides some of them where you can say, take a course, develop a skill, develop an ability, and then use this to make something that others then can license from you. But I'm not going to lie, that's like the harder thing. Like that was me successfully investing in real estate, and then building a real estate course. And then now I have people that will market that course. Every time people buy it, I make money, right? It's very passive. It doesn't take any more of my time. The easier thing to do is to actually take this first step and not develop a skill, but actually get good at saving money. And saving money, my rule in the beginning, make sure that 20 cents on every dollar that you make is something that you are saving for your investments. For example, you make $1, then 20 cents of that goes towards whatever this thing is. You're saving up for the thing that's going to pay you a residual income, whether it's a property, whether it's a business, whether it's a franchise, or something like that. The second step is my favorite one. It's about investing your active income. Like, you now have been in the habit of saving money, and here's the question: what are you going to do with it? Now, come here, I want to show you something real quick. Do you see this really cool waterfall? Check out this incredible Japanese garden. I would not be having this experience if I didn't have the money to buy this trip. And remember, I didn't earn the money to take this trip. It was just passively bestowed. Like every month, it's like mailbox money. It just automatically comes into my bank account. Now, eyes on the screen, I want you to look at this chart, this triangle, because what it's going to show you is there's low yield, medium, and high yield. And I want to give you one of my favorite hacks. A low yield investment is where you're buying like a certificate of deposit from your bank to pay you 0.0 nothing %. Or maybe a medium yield is like a mutual fund or a 401k or an IRA. But what you need to understand is that these things suck. They give you such a low return. They don't really do anything meaningful for you. Instead, you need to look at the high end of the chart. This is where you have high yield opportunities. This is buying a business, a franchise, real estate. These things don't pay low dividends. They pay really extraordinary dividends. And the other thing I'd share with you is that this is where you have to make a choice. Do you want to be more excited about saving money to buy crap, a nicer car, a nicer flat, a nicer home, a nicer stuff? Or can you delay that and instead get addicted, obsessed with this idea of buying assets that produce a residual for you? I did that for 5 years. And after 5 years of basically being super poor, I could pretty much buy anything I wanted. And I moved into a mansion. I started traveling around the world, started driving the most expensive cars. In other words, take a period of time in your life where you're not focused on owning luxury stuff. You're saving as much money as you can for the second step, which is investing in things that pay you that residual income. All right, check it out. The third step is really important. It's about owning instead of operating. In other words, you've deployed your money and you've bought something, and check this out. You want to regularly evaluate the performance of your passive income sources and make necessary adjustments. Take the profits of your business or property and reinvest them into more passive income building opportunities. If you've worked really hard to save money and then you finally buy the thing that ends up kicking off passive income, you have a choice. You can increase your spending, right? Increase your lifestyle, buy the nicer car, upgrade your monthly expenses, or you can save it and roll it forward into your next investment. Now you've got money coming in from 2 investments, and guess what? You can roll them both forward, and then 10 forward, and then 20 forward. Before you know it, you're making so much passive income that you don't have to work anymore. That's the game. And at the exact same time, here's an expert tip. There's going to be a lot of opportunities that are going to require an hour here or an hour there. But if you select something that needs 5 or 10 hours a week, you might be thinking, but Kris, it's like 50 grand a year or 150 grand a year. It's only 5 or 10 hours a week. But remember, if you're working full time and you stack them on top, you're going to get in the zone of hustle. Like, I'm hustling so hard, I'm working so many hours. This is where most entrepreneurs get defeated. It's not all about the hustle. It's working smarter, not harder. So make sure as you're evaluating your options that it's true passive and not false passive. All right, check it out. I hope you enjoyed today's video, but now this is where I'm going to give you maximum value. You can text me directly and I can answer your questions, because you might have a million questions right now and I want to get you the help that you need. My phone number is 385-217-3477. Literally text me any question that you got. And on top of that, if you're kind of curious, some of the things I'm investing in, where I'm making the most money on my passive plays, you can also ask me about that, and I'll share with you what some of those look like. And the internet thinks that you're going to like this video right here of me next, so check it out. Hang with me a little bit longer. Let me deepen your financial intelligence. Click right here, and I'll see you over there.
Okay, this is literally gold leaf ice cream. Wait, you good?
I feel like my self-worth has increased.
Sounds like something else, right?